Hello students, today our theme model verbs. What are model verbs? They are can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, and ought to. We use modal verbs to show if we believe something is certain, probable, or possible or not. We believe something is. We also use modals to do things like talking about ability, asking permission, making requests and offers, and so on. Modals are sometimes referred to as modal auxiliary verbs because they help other verbs. We use modals to show if we believe something is certain, possible, or impossible. For example, my keys must be in the car. It might rain tomorrow. That can't be Peter's coat. It's too small. We also use them to do things like talk about ability, ask permission, and make requests and offers. Example: I can't swim. May I ask a question? Could I have some tea, please? Would you like some help? How do we use modals? Subject, modal verb, then verb. Example: Mary could play the piano. You may read newspaper. Structure with modal verbs. Modal verbs are not conjugated. We don't add an S in third person. See the following structure: subject plus modal verb plus verb, base form of the infinitive. He can speak Spanish. Not he can speak Spanish. Or she can speak Spanish. Not she can speak Spanish. Modal verbs do not have infinitives or ing forms. Modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to. She must study. We should have gone the other way. He could play football in his general ability. Modal verbs do not have all the tenses. Modal verbs use other verbs to complete the tenses. For example, can is completed with be able to. Must is completed with have to. What do they express? They can have more than one meaning, depending on the situations. To understand it better, we are going to divide them into three categories. So, first category, single concept model. Here they have one meaning. Next, double concept model. They have two meanings. And the third category, models in past. Here they are used to express a situation in the past. While speaking about categories, we should pay attention to single concept models, double concept models, and models in past. Single concept models: will, might, should, ought to, had better. Double concept models: may, must, would, shall, could, and can. Now about models in past: would have, could have, might have, should have, may have, and must have. Single concept models: model will, concept future. Example: Joy will travel to New York next week. Model might, concept small probability. Example: I might move to Canada someday. Should, concept recommendation. You should go to the doctor. Ought to, concept formal recommendation. We ought to know about first aids. Had better, warning. I had better study or I will fail the test. Double concept models. Modal verb may, concept permission. Example: may I come in? And now may means good probability. We may visit Mexico this summer. Modal must, responsibility. Everyone must pay taxes. Must, concept assumption. She didn't arrive, she must be sick. Modal verb would, concept used to. Example: when I was young, I would play soccer. Modal verb would, concept present unreal. Example: I would buy the car, but I can't afford it. Modal verb shall, concept educated expression offer. Example: excuse me, I shall go now. Shall I clean it? Shall, concept contractual obligation. Example: the company shall pay on January 1st. Could, unreal ability. I could go if I had time. Could, past ability. She could play the piano, not anymore. Can, present ability. We can speak English. Can, permission. Can I have a sweet? Now let's remember. Can, as ability, I can play the piano. As permission, can I go out tonight? Can't, as possibility. She can't be his mom. She is too young. Can't as ability. I can't speak German. Can't as permission. Can I borrow the car? No, I can't. Might as possibility. It might rain tomorrow. Could as possibility. It could rain tomorrow. Could as ability. I could already read when I was 2. Could as permission. Could I see your passport, please, sir? May. May as possibility. It may rain tomorrow. May as permission. May I leave the table? Must as possibility. She must be his sister because they look alike. Must as obligation. You must leave before the clock strikes 12. Have to as obligation. I have to study tonight. Shall as obligation. You shall play on Tuesday. Shall as offer. Shall I help you? Should as obligation. You should see it. It's excellent. Had better as obligation. You had better sleep more. And the last one, would as offer. Would you like a drink? Models in the past. They are models referred to actions that happened in the past. For example, model plus have plus verb in past participle. It must have been a difficult decision. They should have invited her to their wedding. Model perfect. Must have and past participle. Logical conclusions in the past. Example: Peter has arrived late. He must have been in a traffic jam. May. A hypothesis in the past. Joy may taken the wrong train. Could have plus past participle. Unfulfilled possibility in the past. You could have played better. Couldn't have plus past participle. Certainly in the past. They couldn't have passed because you hadn't studied enough. Would have plus past participle. Preference in the past, but unfulfilled. I would have visited you, but I forgot your address. Ought to have plus past participle. Advice in the past. Complaint in the past. You ought to have warned me earlier. Shouldn't have plus past participle. Criticism in the past. He shouldn't have told them. Needn't have plus past participle. No habere necessari. He hated Look you. You needn't have bought it. Models in past. Model would have. Concept past unreal action. Example: I would have bought the car, but I didn't have money. Model could have. Concept past unreal ability. Example now: she could have taken the flight. Model may have. Past unreal possibility. We may have passed the test, but it was in French. Might have. Concept past unreal small probability. Example: you might have sold the house if you really needed the money. Model verb should have. Concept past unreal recommendation. Example: you should have listened to the doctor. Model verb must have. Concept past unreal assumption. Example: we must have been crazy. Models like verbs. So models like to. Concept enjoy. Example: I like to watch TV. Model want to. Concept desire. Example: John wants to buy a car. Model need to. Concept necessity. Example: we really needed to talk to you. Model have to. Concept obligation. Example: Susan had to pay the rent. Model have got to. Concept have to. Example: I have got to go now. Model look forward to. Concept future plan. Example: I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for your attention.